"We gotta fix the floorboards in this heap," I shouted to Larry. "The dust is choking me. Our fresh smoked Asian carp is ruined, and we have a government hitman following us." "What did you say?" replied Larry. "I can hardly hear you over the loud muffler. Sure is dusty on this old road." At this point, I was at my wit's end with Larry, unable to grasp the concept of a premeditated attack by illegal government assault troops, questioning my authority, and now not listening to me when I provide important information to him. "Oh, just forget it," I said as I threw my hands up in disgust. "Just forget it." Being irritated with Larry distracted me from my main concern, the government agent following us. Why must I always be burdened with all of the responsibility? Why must I always be the only one with a sense of duty? Is it left to me alone to resist tyranny and underwrite the inalienable rights of a natural-born citizen? I decided to confront the government agent following us head-on. I grabbed the tire iron, holding my seat back up, and yelled at Larry, "Pull the truck over! We are going to have a showdown with that agent behind us." "What did you say?" Larry replied as he tapped his thumbs against the steering wheel, as if he were keeping time to a song playing in his head. It was only my excellent judgment and sterling self-control that kept me from losing my mind. I hit the tire iron against the steering wheel a couple of times to get Larry's full attention. "Pull the truck over," I said slowly. "I'm going to end this thing now. Either he goes down, or we do." "Who?" asked Larry as he brought the truck to a stop. I, of course, didn't answer Larry, as I immediately leaped out of the truck and climbed onto the truck bed. The government agent didn't pull in behind us. Rather, he pulled his truck up beside us, causing a cloud of dust to roll up around both vehicles. The agent rolled down the passenger side window of his spy vehicle, smiled, and looked up at me standing in the truck bed. "Are you all having tire trouble?" the agent asked. "This road will do it. The worst road in West Virginia is my guess." I swung my tire iron through its full range of motion and then pointed it at him as if it were a sword. "We do not consent," I said firmly and with authority. "We are natural-born sovereign citizens exercising our common law right to travel unimpeded." The smile faded away from the agent's face. My thorough and clear understanding of the natural law must have confused him. "What the heck are you talking about?" replied the agent, displaying a twisted and puzzled look. I knew the rules to this little game the agent was playing, and the confusion he was experiencing was provoked by the fact that I had beaten him to the punch in this fight for right and wrong. He was being beaten by a better man, and he knew it. "We are neither operating a commercial conveyance, nor are we engaged in commerce of any kind," I answered. "We are not currently upon the high seas, and thus are not subject to international maritime law." I totally broke the agent's spirit. He paused for a moment to allow the importance of my words to organize around his hollow intellect. "Hey, man," said the agent. "I'm just the game warden around here, and I just stopped to see if you needed help." "I demand to see your appointment documents, signed by the Postmaster General, or your letter of marque," I replied. "I'm the game warden, you idiot," the agent said just before he gave up and slowly drove away. "Where are we off to now?" asked Larry once I was back into the truck. "We're going to stay in Mitchell for a few days," I replied. "We need to do research, develop a plan, and stock up on supplies for our journey to Mexico. You still got that money, right?" Larry started the engine of the truck and again started drumming his thumbs against the steering wheel. "Man," said Larry, "going to the ice wall is hard." "That's why no true scientist has ever gone there," I replied. Larry looked my way. "What did you say?" asked Larry. The dirt road ended, and soon we found ourselves in the little interstate off-ramp town of Mitchell, West Virginia. We got a hotel room and bought 4 rubber mats at Walmart to cover the holes in the floorboards of Larry's truck. I was careful to hide the truck behind the Motel 6 trash dumpster, so that no NASA investigators would know we were there. My stealthy concealment of the truck worked, as we were not attacked at all during the night, and I slept through till morning. At about 9 in the morning, we heard a knock on the door. "A hit squad has found our 20, I said as I leapt up from my study of the flat Earth map. In one fluid and swift motion, I went into action. Entering the bathroom, I grabbed the toilet plunger and plastic trash can to use as weapons. I checked the toilet plunger for proper balance, and then re-entered the main room to assume a fighting posture. "Larry," I forcefully ordered, "stand away from the door, as they no doubt have a battering ram or anti-tank missile of some kind." Larry ignored my orders and nonchalantly walked over to the door, peeking out of the front window on his way. "I think it's just Tripper," Larry said, "and it looks like he's got another bag of fresh smoked Asian carp." When Larry went for the door, I had jumped behind the desk, with the plan of getting behind the hit squad once they rushed into the room. "Why are you behind the desk?" asked Tripper, as he walked into the room carrying his bag of smoked carp. "I had to be ready in case we were attacked again by a NASA hit squad," I informed Tripper. "We are alive today because we prepare ourselves for tomorrow." "Well," said Tripper, "a local morning radio show called The Mad Michael from Mitchell Show saw my YouTube video I put out last night, and they want to interview you two. Oh, and I brought you more smoked Asian carp, too." "That would be problematic," I informed Tripper, "as the authorities would then know our exact location, and we would be sitting ducks." "Never thought of that," replied Tripper, "but you could tape the interview with them this evening, and that way you wouldn't be at the station when it airs. Plus, you could then listen to the interview tomorrow morning." "We will do it," I said. "But first the radio station must sign a hold harmless document, officially stamped, stating that they comprehend the great danger involved if NASA, the CIA, or the New World Order lays siege to their station tomorrow morning." And I don't think Larry cared about anything I had just said, and instead he started talking to Tripper. "How did you find us?" Larry asked Tripper. "Oh, I saw your truck parked behind the Motel 6 trash dumpster," replied Tripper. "But how did you know we were in Mitchell?" continued Larry. "The game warden told me," answered Tripper. "He's my partner in the fresh smoked Asian carp business."